Everyone's been talking about Solana recently, and that's to be understood because of the way that Solana has pumped in recent days. And now that, the natural has happened, Solana has taken a little bit of a breather. The FUD has already started. Now, this is what I keep talking about. A lot of these sentiments, a lot of these pumps are basically guided by emotions, right? Greed and fear. And when the pump starts, the FOMO kicks in, people forget about the fundamentals, people lose all reason, and people just jump in with the hope of making as much money as possible. Now, when this happens, rival coins, like I say, people holding rival coins like Ethereum or Bitcoin maximalists, or even us, the XRP army, we start to throw shade at, other coins like Solana and stuff, partly because we're maybe jealous that we didn't get in at the correct time, envious, maybe regretful, or maybe some people have real belief that, Solana's garbage, you shouldn't be buying this stuff, it's too centralized, it's a security, the network is not very secure, etc., etc., etc. But the moment that there's a bit of a breather, as expected, there's a lot of FUD in the ecosystem. And what is just natural statistics gets pushed as, oh my goodness, what's happening, in an attempt to create FUD and scare people, right? Solana records significant drop against Ethereum, drawing investor attention. I mean, first of all, that's preposterous. It's only been one day. If something records a significant drop within one day, how is that a debate of anything? Anyway, let's read the article. Solana's recent decline sparks debate, but it's a market cycle, not a rug pull, as cautioned by Mike Kaiser. Bitcoin maximalists emphasize discernment amid market fluctuations, urging investors to differentiate risks. Kaiser's warning highlighted potential pitfalls in Solana's journey, underscoring the need for investor caution. Solana has recently experienced a notable decline against Ethereum, that's just in one day, right? Marking one of the most substantial drops since the collapse of FTX in November 2022. See how they massage FTX into it? As highlighted by David Alexander II, a prominent blockchain figure. While not reaching the intensity witnessed during the November sell-off, the magnitude of this downturn has generated attention, particularly from the well-known Bitcoin maximalist Max Kaiser. Okay? Since the largest Sol ETH decline since the collapse of the FTX in November 2022, and perhaps the second largest ever. Interestingly, however, the overall selling volume is quite low and nowhere near as intense as the November sell-off. Turn the airdrops back on. Now, anybody could draw these lines and circles and squares around charts and show declines and volume drops. So first of all, realize that this isn't the price of Solana that he's talking about. This is the Sol versus ETH flow, right? So what's happened though in this period of time is, ETH has stayed rather flat while Sol was pumping. And when Sol took a breather, ETH actually pumped a little bit. So that exacerbated the difference between them. So if you're just comparing this to a stable coin, the difference wouldn't be as much, right? You wouldn't get this massive decline. You just get a slight dip like every other crypto. But because it's Sol against ETH, it shows more. It's like if you drove your car into a wall at 20 miles an hour, you would damage your car. You might even get hurt. Who knows? But if you drove it into another car coming head on, who was going at 10 miles an hour, the impact has now happened at 30 miles an hour, right? Because it's cumulative. And this is what is happening here, right? So there's no particular outflow or anything. It's just a decline in the momentum and an increase in the momentum of Ethereum. And when they link it to FTX, it arouses that feeling of fear that people felt in November 2022 about FTX and the dump and the crashes. That feeling of fear that made a lot of people exit Solana. Why would someone want to do this? Perhaps that person held Solana and they've sold, and now they want the price to come down so that they can get back in at a lower price. It's just manipulation, FUD, trying to swing trade by influencing price. On December 27th, 2023, Kaiser took to Twitter to issue a cautionary warning about Solana, suggesting a potential rug pull in process. His tweet, reasoned with characteristic irony and adorned with laughing emojis, reflected the skepticism prevailing among Bitcoin enthusiasts regarding projects like Solana. Again, like I said before, if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, or you're an Ethereum maximalist, or you're from a rival token, this might be something that you would do. Alternatively, you might have just sold out and you want the price to come down so your swing trade can be successful. And if you have a lot of influence, this is something that you can do. Central concerns involved heavy venture capital involvement and perceived higher centralization factors that deviate from the centralized ethos championed by Bitcoin. Case in point. Anyway, not financial advice, just do your own research and wake up, just understand what's going on with the FUD and stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.